Hey friends, hey y'all, howdy. How you guys doing? How's life? How are things? How are you? Let's talk. I gotta get ready for the day anyway. I wanna catch you guys up on all the things that are going on here at the Brazee House. There's a lot going on. I know I haven't made many vlogs this summer, but I have discussed over the last year or two, like I just am focusing and shifting my content to be more me focused. And the kids are home this summer, so it's been a really fun summer so far. We have a lot going on, a lot of things happening, and I just thought we could get ready together, have a chit chat, catch up a little bit, and I can fill you in on what's going on while I put makeup on, because I gotta put some makeup on. But first we're gonna start with some moisturizer. This is the La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer. I also like to mix in a little bit of sunscreen to kind of give me some protection. I'll do a little bit of this. You guys, this is not a makeup tutorial, so just don't mind me. So first things first, I have lost 90 pounds since December. Yesterday I weighed in, and I didn't videotape myself. I should start doing that again so you guys can see my official stats. But the first weigh-in I did here on my channel when I started Mounjaro, I believe I was 339.2 pounds. I had already at that point, when I showed you guys my weight, lost about 30 pounds prior. My highest weight post Everett was the day I delivered. I was 384 pounds. Yikes, you know, that's a lot. I was 384 pounds the day I delivered Everett. Today, I weighed in at 259. So I am 9 pounds away from the weight I was when I got pregnant with Elle. And I am, how much weight is that? I've lost a lot of freaking weight. Okay. I've lost well over 100 pounds in the last year. And the bulk of it has been since December of 2022. I feel fantastic. As far as Mounjaro goes, I am no longer able to get it. They do have a compounded version, so if I do want to get that, I can. But my Mounjaro savings card has expired. So I have some shots left, and I've been spacing them out. Like every 8 or 9 days I take it, and I have about 3 shots left. So I'm kind of just, you know, making it work, staying on the grind as far as making sure I'm exercising and eating right, and doing all of those things that I need to do to make sure that I am using this tool to better my life forever and not like waste it. So I feel overall, generally speaking, fantastic physically. I've talked about like how different I feel, but I truly can't put into words like how different my life is and how different I am as a person. I like go back and watch old videos sometimes, and I was completely unhinged. Like I was not okay at all. I think my biggest glow up, as far as, I don't want to call it a glow up, but I think mentally I have done the most work, and that's where I've seen the most progress is therapy. I talk to my therapist pretty often when I have to work through some hard stuff, especially when it comes to food. My therapist specializes in eating disorders or disordered eating, and my thing that I work on with her specifically is binge eating, what triggers it, just my relationship with food in general. I wanted to make sure, because I have a regular therapist too, that I've had literally my entire life, which is so funny. Like I'm very pro therapy, but my Bethany, my therapist now, she's really helped me with the eating side of things, and I've turned to her a lot through this last 9 months to help me navigate feelings when I can't turn to food, and like why I turn to certain foods for things. And she's been wonderful, and I think that has been the biggest difference this time is my mental health work as far as this weight loss is concerned. Like I've said, I don't show you guys the kids as often, but I do want to like kind of give you some updates on what's going on here. Everett started preschool, like I shared that, I think it was a couple months ago now. He started June 5th and it's July something. So he's been going now for a couple of months, and he's doing really, really great. His school is wonderful. They're amazing. But we do have a major speech delay with Ev. And I have now been in contact with Early Steps to get him evaluated for possibly being on the autism spectrum. We don't really talk about like him having a diagnosis for anything because he's such a different child than Elle, but everybody, the spectrum is a very wide thing. He's really social. He just has like a speech delay, basically. He has a speech delay and he hand flaps like a sissy. So those red flags in mind, early intervention is the only way. I know. And I vowed to myself that if I ever had any concerns, big or small, I would not bury my head in the sand and wait it out like I did with Elle until she was 3. We would be more proactive, and so that's what we're doing. So he has his Early Steps evaluation in a couple of weeks. He's doing really great at school. They're awesome. They're amazing. He's thriving in all other sense of the word. He just needs a kickstart. He needs a little help with speech. So we've been waiting for a speech therapist now for months. We're just kind of in the process of waiting for services now. So once he gets this evaluation through Early Steps, it should move pretty quickly. They'll actually have a therapist that can go to his school and kind of help out. So it'll be interesting to see how this process plays out because he is such a different kid than Elle. It's such a different experience raising him than Ella. He's just a different child. So, you know, trying to figure out if I'm just being, you know, a little... Am I jumping you can never jump the gun when it comes to early services, ever. I really believe that it's all gonna work out, but it's just interesting because, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but that's what's going on with F. He is doing really, 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 really great as far as school goes, and he's such a happy boy and so sweet and kind, and he's just really precious. He really is. But he definitely needs a little kickstart with speech and a little extra help to kind of get him to where we want him to be and where he needs to be to live his best life, because he's super annoyed with us that he is trying really hard to communicate with us and we cannot quite understand him. But he is in our faces, looking us in our eyes, and is like, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, okay, I don't know what that means. So there's a communication deficit there, or a communication barrier between us and him. So we need to figure out a way to get through that so that we can help him be happier, because he's just annoyed that we don't understand him. And when there's a lack of communication, I remember this with Elle, when there's a lack of communication, it's just really difficult on our children, because they're just trying to tell us what they want and what they need and how they're feeling. And he's almost there. He's trying really hard. He has some phrases and stuff that he says, but he's trying really, really, really hard. So I'm gonna give him everything that I can. So hopefully we can get through the communication barrier and help him be able to tell us exactly what he wants, because that is very frustrating to him that we don't understand exactly what he's saying to us. And if he does have autism, okay, you know? I mean, who cares? He's just such a different kid. He doesn't have any sensory issues that we can tell at all. Like, the things that bother his sister don't bother him at all. He doesn't seem bothered by literally anything, really, other than he's annoyed we don't understand him. So that's what's going on with Everett. I'm not doing a whole bunch of videos about the diagnosis process. I'm not going to, you know, make autism-centered videos around Everett, because I just am in a different place in life, and it just doesn't seem, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like something I need to share every single part of. But I do want to fill you guys in, because it is what's going on. I mean, there's evaluations and speech therapy and all of those things that we're doing on top of him going to school and everything that take up time. And I remember this time of life very well with Ella. It was just a little bit harder with Elle, not in a bad way. Ella, I love you more than life, but it was just different. It was so different, because we always call Ever like wild card kid. Some days I'm like, oh yeah, he's probably autistic, and then some days I'm like, no, that's not autism. So we're trying to figure it out. He's trying to figure it out. He's still a baby. He's 2.5. We're trying to figure it out, but I don't want to waste time or the resources available to me and not utilize them. So if there's resources that can help him, autism or not, I'm going to do that. And it can only benefit him and help him. And his school's been wonderful. He's surrounded in so much love, and he's absolutely just he's doing so well. He's doing amazing, and he will do even better. We're just having a little hard time, you know, communicating. that was a really long-winded way of saying we're doing it again. He's also a pandemic baby, so that does play a part in it as well. Not a lot of socializing there for a while, so we're getting it all figured out. As far as Ella goes, Ella's doing awesome. My girl, she's had amazing summer. She's actually off to her grandmother's today for her weekly bird watching, hang session, pool. Like, she just does like a Graham's day once a week. This afternoon she's going to be doing that, and overall she had a really great summer. I did want to share with you guys because I've shared a lot, like, you know, through Instagram stories and stuff. I've also talked to you guys for a long time about Ella's anxiety. Like, her anxiety as she's gotten older has just progressed to a point where it was getting really hard for her to manage life. Like, it was really difficult for her to do much of anything because she was just so anxious. So when we went to her doctor's office, we were talking about medication and getting her set up with a psychiatrist to help her. I have always, and I've been very open and honest about that on here, I've always been very hesitant with her to start her on prescription medication, just because once you start, like, I know once she starts it, she'll be on it forever probably, because that's the reality. She struggles with anxiety, and like myself, I'm still on medication, and I feel like if and when she starts it, she'll need it forever. So when I started working with Nuvita, this is the CBD company that I'm an affiliate with and that I love. I asked her doctor and we started CBD for her, and it has been, John and I had a good cry over this like a week ago. It's been life-changing. Ever since we started her on the CBD tincture, we give her the drops, which I have. This is the CBG, which is for gut health. She also takes this, but we started her on the CBD twice a day, and the CBG mixed in. Oh, my mom's calling me, stand by. We've done the CBD with Ella, and it's been amazing, life-changing for her. Her anxiety is so much better. She's able to have a good time. So we've really been enjoying outside more bird watching, pool days, beach days. She's just done wonderful. So I cannot say enough good things about these products and what they've done for our family and for us as adults. But now that they help my child, life-changing. I will always leave a link down below for you guys, the CBD products that I use, that I stand by, that I swear by. I am an affiliate with them, and you are able to become an affiliate as well if you want to. All of the stuff will be down below. If you have any questions, you can ask. But all in all, Ella has been doing amazing, and CBD has been a huge game changer this summer for the whole family, but especially for Elle. So yay for finding something natural to help our girl live her best life. We're so excited for her, and she's just been thriving. We're working it out, and I really truly believe that I'm able to get through these things because I am taking care of my mental health, and I'm able to have the stamina and the brain power to make sure that my kids get everything they need without me completely melting down and feeling overwhelmed. So that's been a really welcome change. John's doing really great. He opened up a business, which he talked about it over on his new Instagram, which I will leave linked down below, SoleDout. It's a passion project of his that he's been working on, and it's been really fun to see him have such a good time with it. And our goal is this year to get some local kids, some local cuties, some athletic shoes and cleats. We're really working hard to get some of these kids some athletic shoes, because growing up, John, you know, grew up and it was a little bit harder for them to be able to get shoes, and they were donated to him, and he was always super thankful for it, and he wants to give back and do that for other kids as well who, you know, because those kind of things are expensive. So I will leave his site linked down below too. He has regular shoes on there as well. It's been really fun to watch him find something he's super passionate about on top of what else he's doing. So it's been really awesome. And overall, generally speaking, we're all doing really well. But that's what's been going on in our neck of the woods, you know, trying to make sure everybody is living their best and thriving. And it's not, my camera's like literally dying. It's not always easy, but we're working it out, we're getting through it, and I hope you guys are doing really well too. If you have any questions about anything, you can always leave them down below. It's been a really good summer. It's been a really good summer. It's just been insanely busy. I hope you guys are doing well. I will see you guys soon in the next video, hopefully sooner than later. Bye, friends. Stay golden, pony boy.